Hey guys, instead of playing another game today, I decided that I'd do some tactics. So I figure for the next 15 minutes or so, I'm gonna check and see just how many tactics I can get done. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that I notice about this position, that if I take queen takes rook, queen takes queen, rook takes bishop, and then queen takes bishop, bishop takes, and I have picked up a piece. So that's what we're going to play. Alright, looks like we probably got that one right. Okay, so this one. I want to take... Okay, so I'm going to play probably rook takes bishop, rook takes rook, and then queen e7 mate. Is there anything that he can do against that? So if I play here with check, if he decides that he doesn't want... His only other option is to play here, and then just queen takes rook as mate. So that's got to be right. Okay. Alright. It looks like he should be mated here soon, if we can just figure out how to do it. Let's see. Something like... I almost want to play rook e5, but then he takes back with... So I've got to cover a couple of squares here that I don't currently have covered. So, I guess if I play... Okay, alright, here's what it is. I'm going to play knight f6, and if he plays... that's going to uncover against this knight, and so if he plays king e3 to defend it, then I would have knight g4, which is going to be a fork. So this must be correct. Okay, he's just going to give up the piece. Alright, so white to play. I am down an exchange, but it looks like that I should be able to, again, come up with some kind of a mate here. I think it's got to be knight f6 check, and he's forced back to h6, and then rook h7 looks like mate to me. And looks like we are correct. I do a lot of these relatively simple tactics because honestly this is the kind of stuff that I fail against in games all the time. It's less likely that I lose to some sort of crazy outlandish tactic. It's just something that I, quick and easy that I didn't see. So the idea is to try to build up my pattern repetition or recognition so I can see these more quickly. Alright, so the first thing I'm thinking about is like queen d5 check, with the idea of trying to play, like, if he goes back to the back rank, playing queen d1 check, forcing him up here, and then playing rook to d2, which is going to win the queen. So if I play queen d5 and he stays on the second rank, then I can probably play... Yeah, I can probably just play queen d2. If he captures, then rook caps and I win the bishop. If he doesn't capture, he's forced back to the first rank. When I can then play rook, I can play down here. So, oops, we're not going to do that. We're just going to go here. Yeah. And pick that up. We'll get the pawn next. This should be obviously an easy win. Okay, I am down an exchange again. Looks like I have a pawn for it. So I got to figure out where is... Again, it looks like there may be some sort of a mate. But then I also... This looks like it's going to pick up this rook here. He's not threatening to take here. He can take that. Then I'm going to take here with check. Force him up to the second rank, and then... surely I can do something at that point. Is there anything better than that, though? I don't think so. So I go here, he takes here, I take here. He's going to play up to this square here. Do I have, like, what's a follow-up there? I can't play... I wanted to play queen... Oh wait, just rook g1 is mate. So he's gonna take the rook, yeah. Okay. Alright. What's the going on here? This looks like it's going to be a good old-fashioned smothered mate. Yeah, that's what I believe we've got going on here. Because the bishop is covering that. There we go. Is this not just a pawn mate? Nope. Oh, because he queens. He queens. I need to... Yeah, okay. So I need to take it, he plays here, and then... Okay, then we're just going to do the pawn mate. Okay. So the right motif, the wrong execution. I should have calculated that that queening was going to cover the square there. I just got so excited. Alright. Let's keep this train rolling. Okay. I want to take on e5. Should I? So I take there, he's going to take with the queen, obviously. And then I'd like to follow up with something like rook d7 check, but that's just not going to work. So instead, I think that something like this seems best. He's got a block with the queen, and I'm just going to pick up the queen with mate, it looks like. Nope, you just take it. That's not going to work. Alright, so having done that, now what? I guess it's just here. Because of the... Oh, this is mate. Mate's better than winning the queen most days. Thank you, Chess Tempo, for allowing me those alts. That saves me a lot. A lot. I think it's just rook d7, king f6, knight g4 mate. No, because he's got the e... Yeah, that's right. Yep. I was thinking we're going to have that square, but the rook covers it. Okay. Queen f7 looks pretty juicy. Queen f7. Nope, not quite. Maybe it's bishop h6? Or sorry, not bishop h6, but bishop takes, knight takes, check with the queen, and then knight g6 is mate. So if I go here and he doesn't take it, then I've got bishop h6 check, blocks with a knight, that's mate, comes back here, bishop is f7 is mate. So let's go for this. Computer chooses variation number 1. So anytime I see that there's a queen hanging here, I just immediately assume that can't be right. It looks like that bishop d4 check is looking close to something mate-like. He's got to go back to f1, and then it'd be nice, be slick if I could... Oh, I'm just going to mate with the bishop. That must be, yeah, that's going to be right. I was looking at trying to put a rook on one of those squares, but it doesn't quite work. Okay, is this one of those ones where I just move my king out of the way and then mate here? So if I move the king out of the way and he plays rook there, then that's not going to work. So how do we do that then? So if I go check, he's going to play to here. I go check, he's going to play to here. That doesn't quite work. So check, comes out, check, comes up to here, check. Yeah, it looks like he's going to hide in that square. There's got to be a mate here. I wonder if it's just... If I, like, just come up here, and then he plays here, I would check, and he has to stay... No, he's going to sneak out if I do that. It's got to be... This is... Nope. Apparently not the only move. Oh, wait. Well, okay, so I was thinking king h2, the idea of rook h1 and then king g1, but if I play king h2, he's got, again, rook g8. So it looked like whatever I did needed to come with check, but there's only 2 checks and one of them is outrageous and the other one doesn't work. Or does work, but is just considered an alt. So my other idea was to play rook g4, but then he's going to play rook g8, and then if I issue a check, then he's going to play king g7. If I check again, then he's going to play king f8, and he has escaped. So how do I stop him from escaping? What's the deal? I wonder if it's like rook f1? Rook f1, rook g8, check. He goes g7. No, that's still not right. It can't be right. What's the dealio here? I hope you guys are all feeling superior to me right now, because I'm really not seeing what's going on here. Oh, maybe I just double rooks. Yeah, I just double rooks. I'm gonna play. It's just rook g1 and then rook h2. It's that simple. Wow, that shouldn't have been so difficult. Okay, I think I'm just gonna play here. If he takes it, I take here. He goes in the corner, I take there. He blocks with the bishop, I just take it. He takes with the king, I take here, and again we're going to be mating pretty fast. It's got to be it. Okay, simple enough. Okay. Check. I've got a check right here. He's obviously going to go back in the corner, and then I can play like rook there. That doesn't seem so awesome. Let's see here. What to do? So check, king a8. It's check, king a8, then queen takes rook, rook takes, and then it'd be rook c8 mate. That's got to be right. There we go. All right. What's the business? Oh, okay. It's just a simple attraction one. Back rank. If I play immediately, he got the rook back, so I capture his rook, and then I can play the rook back. This is very close to mate. So if I go here, yes. Okay, so it's rook f7, king g6, f5, king h5, and then bishop f3 mate. The rook interposes, but then ends up being mate anyway. There must be a faster mate? Oh, okay. I'm just gonna mate this way. There must have been something off about that line that I gave that didn't work. Or, because it didn't seem like that my mate was any slower than that one. Okay. What we got going on here? It's hard to believe that his queen would be trapped. Because I was immediately looking at like rook to e5. Well, actually though, rook e5, and if he moves his queen anywhere that doesn't guard h5, then it looks real sad for him. But it doesn't look like he has anywhere to go that does guard h5. So I think this must be... Wait, what about the check? So 94, he goes checks here, I play here. he still doesn't have any checks that are meaningful. So I think this is going to work. Yeah. Bingo. It's a lot of pieces all jammed into one spot. This queen is nearly trapped. Is it? What happens if I play here? He drops the queen back to somewhere, and then capture here, and then try to win that knight. I think that should work. I think it should work. Hooray, it does. Okay. One more. Uno más. This must be some sort of a mate. So my problem with Queen B5 check is he's going to get out to C7, which makes me think that I should go for Queen D6 check. He's going to go to D5 or A5, and then I go C5 check, Queen C5 check. When he's got to go to A4, because A6 would just be Queen B5 check. So I go Queen B5 check anyway, he goes to A3, and then it's mate with Queen B3. There we go. Alright. I'm pretty confident we're just going to play pawn check. If he comes backwards, then I have my choice of which square I want to mate from. So he's got to take it, but then Queen A4 check forces him to F3, when I then have Bishop G4, which suspiciously looks like mate to me. Ta-da! Okay. What now, fool? I think I'm just going to take on H7. Rook H7, King takes. I go here with check, force him back in the corner, and then Queen H7 is mate. So I go here if he chooses not to take it, but goes here instead. Then I get Queen G6 check. He goes to F8, and then it's mate right there. So that's looks pretty good to me. Alright, this looks kind of similar with all these pieces stuck back here. I don't have a check, though. I don't see one anyway. He's threatening mate, which means that whatever I do has got to come with a check. That makes me think I should play Rook B2 check, King takes, Queen D2 check. He can't come back here, he can't stay there, so he's got to come back here, and then it's Queen C2 mate. That looks good enough. Alright, let's do this last one, and then we'll call it good for this video. So the first most obvious thing you're looking at is Queen H6, but then he plays Bishop takes F6, and if I do Bishop F6, then he takes with the Queen, and well, I've just lost a piece, and I really don't have anything to show for it. So instead, I feel like that I should be looking for some sort of a discovered thing that's going to be meaningful. Some sort of a discovered thing. What should it be? Although wait, if I look, if we redo Queen H6, Bishop takes H6, Bishop takes H6, Queen takes H6, but then that allows Queen takes F8, which is mate. So, and if he doesn't take the knight, then I'm just going to mate him on H7. So if he takes the knight with the bishop, when I take back with bishop, he's forced to take with the queen. Otherwise, Queen G7 is mate. So Queen H6 looks good, and it does. All right. Well, guys, I got one more here, but forget it. We'll do that one later. Thanks a lot, guys. I hope this was enjoyable for you, and we'll catch you all later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.